The impression that killing in any circumstance is wrong. How about the heroes that sacrificed their lives to keep this country free? How about America's forefathers that freed the country from British rule? Now it's my turn. What about the women all over the world, dust, dead, and still living, who were raped by our honorable soldiers? What about the endless amount of families historically that we've slaughtered in previous wars and presently slaughter now due to terrible intel? What about the consistent motto, better them than us? Boy or girl, mother or daughter, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Even if you pose no threat whatsoever to myself, my American way of life, or my family, orders are orders, so you're dead. What about all the innocent Middle Easterners who were at the wrong place at the wrong time and are currently being held by our American prisons? They have trial dates set for maybe next year, maybe the year after. Ripped away from their families for no good reason at all. They have a better chance at getting shanked in a tent than ever seeing a judge. Yes, what about freedom? Because we are the only free country in the entire world. Because in order to recognize and appreciate freedom, we have to ask some of our teenage boys to go over to someone else's country and murder them. What about all the German families in World War II, the kids who waited for their fathers, who were never going to come home? Even though really Dad just wanted to serve his country and he had no idea about the genocide of the Jews, sorry kids, Dad's dead. The Americans murdered him. Because by default, if you're a German soldier, wow, you're racist and evil. Oh yes, killing is truly glorious. We certainly do owe our lives to all these brave men and women who signed up for the GI Bill. These valiant warriors who couldn't get a job anywhere else and desperately need a paycheck. These divine beings who are really just in it to get away from a bad home situation. Amazingly heroic boys and girls who joined the military because the judge said it was that or prison. Have seen the statistics on this issue. In a room of more than 400 brave soldiers, 3 stood up because they were there to serve their country. These people don't specifically care for your freedom. They don't care for your family. They don't care for you. No, 𝔖𝔞𝔱𝔞𝔫'𝔰 does not know what he's talking about. But no, 𝔖𝔞𝔱𝔞𝔫'𝔰 is the evil one. Because under no circumstances do I condone killing. Under no circumstances is rape acceptable. Houses burned to the ground, children sent off to die. Why, you ask? Why do all these horrible things happen? Because unlike me, there are people in this world who prioritize money more than lives. After all, war happens for many reasons, but most commonly it's either religion or greed. Concluding that in one way or another, most people join for money. While there is plenty to mourn about the loss of a human life, the only person who owes these individuals anything is the people who sent them off to die. So don't take a look at a newborn American baby to hold the responsibility. Look at the corporations that fund the war. Don't look at me for a thank you. Look at your politicians. And above all, don't tell us we have to do something to earn our freedom, because freedom is naturally given to all human beings born in this world. Freedom is a birthright. Freedom is not something that you go to war and die for, or as an alternative, murder someone else. Freedom is always there. No matter the situation, the society, or the dictator, freedom is always yours. No matter the laws, no matter what happens to you, and no matter the physical restraints, they cannot stop you from experiencing freedom. The freedom that is publicized every day, the freedom that we say we fight for, it's a different kind of freedom than you probably think. Because this freedom is a freedom inspired by certain fear. Fear is what controls the world, and fear is what makes you weak. People kill not for justice, but because they're afraid of losing their own life, because they're afraid of their family losing their lives. They kill because of delusion and selfishness. They kill for this freedom that they will never truly have. Because no matter how many people you kill, you are still a prisoner of fear. Cut my limbs off and I cannot walk. Cut my arms off and I can't hug my free when you realize that you are in control of everything inside your soul. You decide that if it means contaminating your soul, then you choose the alternative. You decide that there's something way more important than your life, something much bigger than you. Then at least try to imagine yourself sitting in a home, eating whatever food your culture eats and watching whatever TV your culture watches. Everything's fine and dandy until you hear a Humvee pull up outside. You hear someone speak in a foreign language, and then moments later they bust down your door and shoot your family members. They turn to you and without sympathy they pull the trigger. This is not the world that you should accept, yet this is the world that we consistently allow.